begin speaking now.
Hey, cuz, what's up, man? What's going on?
Not too much. How you doing, brother?
Maintain as usual.
Yeah, same here, man. So I apologize. I'm making sure I put the trash cans out because in Baltimore City, you don't put that trash can out, you ain't gonna see them till next week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they've been on that one time a week thing for a minute now. So.
Oh yeah, one time a week.
Yeah,
damn,
one time.
Trash piling up there.
Yeah, I don't know why they decided to do that and everything. It didn't make any sense.
Save money.
Yeah.
Save money.
Yeah, so what I wanted to talk to you about, or the question that I had, what do you think that the prison systems in particular or other organizations can do to help ensure that some of these guys won't come back for any reason, not just giving them education or whatever, but what kind of resources like jobs do they help, that might help them?
Let's say it's not, the prison system, right? It's based upon the individual, right?
Okay.
The individual have to see opportunities, right? When you, in any situation, you have to evaluate and analyze for opportunities. Say, for instance, if I come to prison and say I got 10 years, right? I got to figure out what I'm going to do, analyze, like what I'm going to do when I get home, right? That's the plan, right? The plan is when I get home, I want to be able to do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
Now, that's my goal. That's my objective. That's my vision. Now, what steps do I need to take from that vision to the final product or reality?
Right.
Right. So that is really based upon the individual. OP might not provide things per se, but the little things they do have or do provide, you have to be able to take advantage of it.
Gotcha. Well, the reason why I'm asking that is because, it seemed like maybe the system could work just a little bit harder to, ensure that people don't have a reason to come back, as opposed to, not saying they're supposed to treat it like this is another college or something like that. That's not what I'm talking about. But to give them resources and maybe, because some of these people are coming out and they don't have no place to go.
The prison system is not geared for that. It's not geared, per se, for an individual, not self-motivated. Get himself in a position where he won't come back. Meaning that when you release, you're faced with the same opportunities as before you broke the law. Same situation.
Right.
Might not have job skills. And having money, and so a lot of crimes is based upon money, based upon other things. But bottom line is, you as the individual have to make that personal decision, formulate a plan, use the resources that's available to you. It is not the BOP responsibility.
Right.
But you take advantage of the situation. But that's a mindset.
Right.
Coming in, some people say, "Man, there ain't nothing to do around here." No. But is things to do. You have to be creative. Meaning there's opportunities. Because the institution is self-sufficient, right?
Right.
Meaning they got a plumbing shop, they got an electric shop, they have a general maintenance shop. So anything that breaks in the prison have these professional people, right? They have degrees to fix these things.
Right.
They hire prison inmates to help them as helpers. So you can get a job in HVAC, get a job in general maintenance, you can get a job in plumbing, electrical shop, and you'll learn commercial plumbing and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to take the initiative to go get the job.
Right.
Go on the job, learn all you can. Some jobs probably done. And there's opportunities there, even if you work for free. I'm not hiring nobody.
This call is from a federal prison.
There is opportunities. You know, one thing that I devised was like a 12-step process, right?
Right.
Take 12-step change. 12 steps to change, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think itself is an acronym. E is for thought, right? Because first we got to have thought and what we want to. We got to think about what we want to do, not just do it without having purpose, right?
Right.
So then we got to analyze the situation. We analyze the situation. We have to understand how it works and what it is. Then we have to have the knowledge. If we don't have the knowledge, we have to obtain the knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And we got the E, evaluation. You got to evaluate after you have all the knowledge. A lot of times I've noticed that people plan, they don't have the resources around their plan.
Right.
They plan, but then when it comes to execution of the plan, you don't have the resources.
Mm-hmm.
So first you got to find the resources, then plan around those resources.
Right.
And that's a start. So when you take in the process to change, if I want to change, if I'm tired of my conditions, I say my conditions are X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of these conditions. The only way those conditions are going to change if I make change.
True.
First, I got to take accountability when I'm wrong, right? So taking accountability, meaning that if you make a mistake, and which would you got to take accountability for it, because you thought of whatever the actions didn't come about. You had to think about it first, right? So the first process of anything comes to existence has to be thought first. So if you look at your refrigerator, right? Someone thought about that refrigerator before it was. Look at your car. If you look at that car, someone thought about the design of that car and everything else before that car came into existence.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at it, when you look at the street lights, look at the chair that you're sitting in, someone thought about that chair before it came into existence. We are living in other people's thoughts. And TV, to blender, to the microwave, to bed, everybody, someone thought individually about those things put into existence.
Mm-hmm.
Understanding that the thought is the cause of everything in existence. Before it comes to existence, you got to get abstract the minerals and the resources from the earth and construct whatever it may. So when you understand that during that process, right?
Mm-hmm.
This call is from a federal prison.
My actions might be incorrect. But I can't hide from like, oh no, I didn't do that. Someone else done that. Oh, it's his fault. You gotta take accountability for that.
Right.
Bad decisions. Right? You have to take accountability for your attitude.
Mm-hmm.
You could take when we're looking at being proactive, right, versus being reactive.
Right.
A lot of times successful people are proactive. Unsuccessful people are reactive. Proactive is I'm taking steps to make change.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Reactive is when something happened, like, oh man, that happened to me. Oh man, that happened to me. But you was never proactive.
Mm-hmm.
When you're proactive, some things are going to come and work in your favor because you work towards that.
Right.
Those things are going to happen, right? In life, you're going to have, life gives nobody a free ride. Everybody going to go through something.
Mm-hmm.
When these happen, we just keep waiting for things to happen, just acting from that and like, oh my God, damn. I mean, so what have you prepared yourself for? You going through life is just like anything else. You have to prepare yourself. Like, what if? Like, what if this happens? Then what I'm going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Right? What if that happens? This is what I'm going to do. can't always determine what's going to happen, but you will have some type of ideal plan. Something do happen, you say, okay, that's something similar to what if on this.
Right.
So you always got to look at it like, what if this happened? And what if that happened? What I'm going to do? And you making plans. So if those things do happen, you have a plan of action.
Right. Well, I want to say this. I just want to touch on a point that you were making before you move forward. Talk about accountability. That is something that is rare out here nowadays. You know, people have what they call it the victim mentality. You know, the reason why this happened to me is because this person did this, as opposed to looking at it like you put yourself in that situation. You know, or you're dealing with a person that you knew was bad for you, but and we talking about like just relationship. You know, female get with a guy, she know he like running the streets, he like being with other females and everything, but then they try to change him, and then they get into, well, he did me wrong, but you knew what you was dealing with before, you know. Before you even started messing around with this cat, you knew what this cat was about. So now, but that mentality runs rampant, especially with this social media thing. Everybody wants to play victim. And
well, if you look at it from a point of view, right? Most people, I ain't gonna say most people because I don't know, but let's say some individuals go into a situation believing they could change a person. I could change this person and get them to do the things I want to do and get them to see that's taking a bad position. Right? And as we say, accountability.
Right.
Accepting the person for who they are. The person showed you who they are. You have to be responsible enough to accept that, right? Not say, well, I could change them with this, I could change them with that. They are who they are. Even if a person don't initiate change, once you make them believe something else, when times get rough or they get in a certain situation, they're gonna convert back to what they was.
Right.
Right. And you be saying, well, they never changed, because what happened was you wanted them to do a different process, and they might have tried that process. If they don't initiate the change and it's someone else's idea, they're going to go right back to what they know. Go back to what they know. That's like prison. When a person is released from prison, right? When times get hard financially, what is going to happen? Back to what they know. And what they'll do is they will not take accountability of it, but they'll blame it on the actions. Say like, well, oh man, this happened, so I had to do this, and this happened. But there is no right way of doing something wrong. So taking accountability is actually accepting the fact that if you make a bad decision, right, you made that decision. You have to accept the consequences that come along with it. Right. Yeah. So when you choose someone as a mate, right, of your choosing, if something goes wrong, you have to accept responsibility that you chose the wrong mate, because you've seen signs, right? Because before it rained, what happens? It get cloudy, right? And clouds come, and you would look at it and you say, "Man, it's ready to rain," right? Right. You've seen those signs, but you ignored those signs.
It's true.
It rained on you, so when it rained on you, you're like, "Oh man, you wasn't prepared." Oh no, you sometimes you can smell the rain in the air. See the wind blowing and things of that nature. You can see the moisture in the air. The phone straight cut off like 30 seconds, right? All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get at least 10, and that way we can start marketing it and put it on different sites like what do you call it? That site everybody go to.
Talking about like Instagram and TikTok and all that.
TikTok and all that right there.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to let's shoot for 10. So that makes 5, right?
Yeah, this the 5th one right here.
Okay, all right. So when you